did. All right. Well, today was a fun day. I was not worried. I was just. What's the word I'm looking for? I was anxious to see how they might show up today. Because yesterday was a really tough practice. Went late, and then it's back in meetings at 7:45 this morning. So a really quick turnaround. And again, our camp is scheduled to really develop everything that we're trying to do. Obviously, physical toughness, mental toughness, the ability to kind of push through when they need to. And that's the biggest positive that I take from today was I thought they competed. There was I didn't see anybody just, woe is me dragging around. I'm on whatever day of 14 of camp or whatever we're in here. And I mean, they went to work and there was good energy. So that was the thing I was most pleased with today. And then today we controlled the situations. Just sometimes when you go out and scrimmage, you don't get enough work on red zone. It may not really happen like you need to. You don't get enough work maybe on second and long. You may not get enough 3rd and 1. So today we always take one of our scrimmages of our 3 and I just create the situations and I make sure that we get the work, and then it's an opportunity for us to teach. And the only kicking we do today was field goals as it occurred throughout the scrimmage. But it was really good. We got a lot done. The defense I thought had a better focus today. Today was more competitive. I can't really say one side just won the day. I kind of like it that way. I mean, it was very competitive on both sides. Offensively, too many mistakes from a discipline standpoint. Just jumping off sides. We're very undisciplined right now as an offense when it comes to staying on side. I mean, our receivers. I mean, we got multiple receivers jumping off side. Got tight end jump off side. We got a tackle jump off side. I mean, just things that can't happen. Those are now it's 2nd and 8. It goes to 2nd and 13, and that's just first down, 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 15. So just some critical errors that way, but really a lot of good things. Though I really am pleased with what I saw out of the backs. I thought Adam Choice was awesome today. It was by far his best day. Really, really productive, and but the other 3 all had really nice day as well. But I thought Adam really just kind of stood out today, did not. I thought the defense did a better job today of winning some of those 50-50 balls that they did not win the other day. I don't think they like seeing themselves go viral on social media. So there was some. I thought the defense won the majority of the 50-50 balls today. Of course, Trayvon back today as well. He was back in the mix, and he's a pretty good player to throw back in there. But really, just overall, I think we got a lot accomplished. We did make a game-winning kick with Hugel on a 2-minute situation. We did 2 2-minute opportunities, 1 touchdown to win it, 1 field goal to win it. We did last plays. We kind of went through all the field zones, balls on the 30, balls on the 15, balls on the 5, 2 seconds on the clock, last play of the game. Just what's the offense got to do? What's the defense need to expect? So it was a good day from that standpoint. But really impressed with what I saw from Denzel Johnson today and Nolan Turner. We gave both those guys a lot of work with the ones today, and both of those guys have really made a move this camp, and both of them had huge plays. Denzel had one to win the game in 2 minutes, a break up, and Nolan had a big 4th down stop. So just encouraged by the depth that I think we're creating there at safety. Those are 2 guys that we need to count on, and so far they're having a good camp. Again, good day, got a lot done. Now we need to take this tape and we need to go another step. And then Thursday we'll come out and have one more good scrimmage, and then we're going to start kind of changing the tempo a little bit.
Coach, did Mario scrimmage today?
He did. He did. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He got a little bit of work in there. Hang on. No, he did not. We kept him in green, but he did. He went green yesterday and got some work, but we did not scrimmage him live today. Kyler got a lot of work.
And did you get a prognosis on? It wasn't Trevion. It was Jurgen. Had the Stinger?
No, have not. Danny has not come to me with anything, so I don't know if they got the results back to test, but we'll meet in the morning as a staff and go over anything new.
You starting to see any separation in the kicking battle with these guys going live?
Hugel's a little ahead, it's still very competitive. But it's like any other position. We chart everything, and there's a grade every day. There's a grade every play, and then there's an accumulative grade. And it's that way for the quarterbacks, it's that way for the kickers, it's that way for the linebackers, it's everything, every single position. And then whoever wins, that's who starts. Whoever's got the best grade, that means you earned it in practice. It's where you are. And Hugel on the competitive kicks that we've had to this point, if we played today, he'd run out there first. We don't play today. He's got a couple more weeks to go. He'd come out there and start shanking it, and next thing you know, then Spence passes him up. And Spence is, I think Hugel's 80-something%, and Spence is upper 70s. So still very competitive, but Hugel's out front just by a little bit. That's where we are. And then Potter's doing a really good job as well.
Is he doing enough on kickoff maybe to avoid a redshirt B team?
Those are all things we'll talk about, but absolutely, if he's the best guy, then he could win that job. And he's doing a great job in the field goals too. He really is. He missed one in the scrimmage the other day, but he's been, he's third, but he's still been pretty consistent with what he's done with his reps and getting better and better, from a confidence standpoint. But I think he had a couple of kickoffs the other day, and both of them were like 9 deep. So we knew that coming in, what he had the capability to do. So we'll see how it goes. And we have not allowed Greg to kick yet. So some of it is going to depend on where Greg is from a kickoff standpoint as well.
Going back to Greg, compare him pre-injury to now.
I really can't tell he's had an injury. He's just back. I don't know, might have put a rubber band in there. He's got some pretty good pop in his leg. He kicked a 50-something yarder in practice one day. So I'm pretty pleased with what I've seen. He's been great, but they still haven't cut him loose to do the kickoffs just yet. So I think by next week we'll probably see that, and then that'll determine kind of where we are and what we got to do, and then we'll start focusing a little bit more on that, the latter part of getting ready from a just a pure kick standpoint, and then we'll go from there.
Going back to Mario, does the fragility of your team's depth at corner make you a little more hesitant to have these guys play through minor injuries?
I'm not sure. Say that again?
As Brent said last week, that a guy goes to a funeral, a guy stubs a toe, and you guys are back to being thin at cornerback. So does the minor injuries make you not want to make them push through it?
Make them not want to push through.
Or do you not want to make them push through it since we're only in camp and there's not a lot of them there?
Oh, I don't have anything to do with that. If they say you can go, go. That's the expectation. I don't determine whether a guy can go or not. That's if they put him in jersey, practice jersey, go practice. They put you in green, then we know what green means. They put you in yellow, it means you're out. So I ain't worried about that. Whoever's ready, go. But I think I like our guys. I think we got good depth at corner. You could say that at any position. You go get 2 or 3 injuries at a spot, you can get thin real quick. But I like the guys we have. I think we got 3 starters at corner that I think will play starter reps that I'm really pleased with. And then I think Kyler and Mario and Lee Anthony and Dalk. We got 7 guys that can go out there and perform for you. So I think we're in a good spot. But definitely those first 3. I think that's more kind of what Brent's telling me. We're pretty elite that first 3, and then we're kind of learning. Lee Anthony, Kyler, Mario, very talented guys, but they just don't have the experience of those other 3 guys. So, but I like the group that we have, and I like what we're doing at safety. We could always take Kayvon and play corner if we needed him to. I think we're starting to develop a little bit of depth there. We've Isaiah. Nobody ever talks about him, but he's another safety, and he's been getting some reps there too. We cross-trained him throughout camp. Kayvon's cross-trained at nickel as well. So we've got some versatility, but I definitely think as we get through camp and recover, and everybody kind of gets back, healthy 100%. We'll have good depth going into a ball game.
Sort of on that topic with Denzel and Nolan, if they're able to establish themselves as dependable guys, how much flexibility does that give you? Like you mentioned,
Yeah, a lot. Gives us a lot, And we yesterday we did that. We had I think we had Nolan and I think Mickey had Nolan and Isaiah deep and Kayvon at nickel. So it gives us a lot of flexibility. Just like we have up front. When you got multiple guys that you're confident in, and that's the biggest thing. Denzel and Nolan they're just playing with more confidence, and they've just earned trust. And Nolan is different. He just knows what to do. He's fast. He's athletic. He's got great instincts for the game, and physically he's just in a good place. And same thing with Nolan. Denzel. His confidence has grown, and he's playing faster. He's a very fast, athletic young guy, strong. But now the game has slowed down a little bit for him too, and so I feel really good about what I've seen there. And again, counting Isaiah, that kind of gives you 5 guys that legitimately can go play safety for you, and that's not moving somebody else. If you had to, you could always take a corner and get through. But I like what we're doing right now.
With the pressure on, what did you see out of your quarterbacks today?
They did a good job. I thought that today, as a whole, as a group, really across the board, that's one thing I mentioned to them. I mean, we had some really nice plays, but today I thought we had too many no touches. And what I mean by that is we got some zip code wideouts. Just kind of get in the zip code, and we were out of the zip code too many times today. Where okay, got a pressure throw and all that type of stuff, but 100% of the balls they don't touch, they don't catch. I know that. Coach wideouts my whole life. If you touch it, you catch it. I'm always on the quarterback side. But if you can't touch it, you can't catch it. And so we had too many no touches today, where we got to give those guys, make sure we give them a chance to make a play. We made the right read, right decision, and but guy didn't touch the ball. It was a little long, or a little off target, whatever. But we've been really good all camp. But today I thought there was just too many zeros where didn't have a chance to make a play.
Coach,
Is Jay Lynn the kind of guy who could really benefit from this new redshirt rule?
Jay Lynn.
Lynn J.
Oh, Lynn J.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Lynn J. Lynn J.
Lynn J.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's well positioned right now based on what I've seen to probably not redshirt. But it's hard to. You need 4 backs, and you're gonna lose one for sure this year. And Adam, he's a senior, so definitely though. We go through, and if he sees if it looks like he's not getting the amount of playing time or opportunity, then maybe mid-season or something you make a decision. But right now, he's a guy that probably could help us in situations, but also on special teams. So we'll see. But those first 3 have done a nice job. But Lynn J has shown he can hang with any of them.
Coach, you ran more plays than any team in the country last year, but we've been hearing from Tony and Jeff since the spring that you plan to go even faster. Have you been pleased with the tempo of these first couple scrimmages, and is that something that could be noticeably different this season?
Yeah, I didn't think our 2-minute tempo was good today, and it was really more the young guys. We got some young guys that they're just walking around like we got forever. In the meantime, the clock's ticking, 59, 58, and we're still trying to line up. So I did not think our tempo was very good with the younger guys, but it has been good. It has been really good. It's been a big emphasis for us in camp. I thought it was really good in the scrimmage the other day. I think it was an advantage. The biggest thing I'm disappointed is we're playing with tempo, but we're not being disciplined on the hard counts. And that's something that we've got to clean up. And cadence should be an offensive edge, a competitive advantage, and we want it to be. And right now, that's an area we got to improve.
Coach, one player we haven't talked about, James Skowski. What's his status right now?
I think he's close. I think in our last meeting, I think Danny said I think they were going to cut him loose maybe Friday. I think was what the plan was for him. So he's doing a lot better. But that's the latest. And then we'll meet in the morning and kind of get the latest and greatest update on those guys. But
What's
he's
the-
doing good.
What's the status on Travion? What is it, concussion or what is it? That's
He just got banged up in practice, and they, haven't. We're not releasing all the details of any injuries and all that stuff. But he got banged up. And they're just holding him out.
Dabo, those cumulative grades you talk about, quarterbacks, how far ahead is Kelly right now on those?
Who said he was ahead? Who said he was way ahead?
Oh, that's what I was asking. I wonder how much.
Yeah. Y'all want to come sit in the meetings and get the grade? I can just start. I can just start tweeting them out. Tweet them out. Hey, here's the grade sheets for today. Here's Skelly 7-on-7 inside team pass. We're not going to do that.
Adam Tweets seems like he's always an overlooked entity in the backfield. Is this kind of, you can make a statement this camp?
He's had a very good camp. He's had a really good camp. He's just in a good place physically, mentally. He's playing fast. I think he knows that, man, this is his opportunity. He's another one of those guys I love because he could have left, but he's like, he loves his experience. He loves his teammates, and you don't have to be a starter to go to the NFL. It's about being a productive player, and the NFL people know that some teams have multiple guys at a certain position, and you can either play or you can't. And our roster has proven that time and time again. Jerron Brown and Adam Humphries and the Tyler Shatleys, and you go on and on and on. Guys that were just kind of good players, but maybe didn't get the sizzle of some other guys, and they've gone on and had really good careers. I think Adam, the biggest thing with him was just injuries. And then, he kind of got behind a little bit, but he's in a really good place. I really like, as I said, he's kind of differentiated himself, and I'm excited about his opportunity this year. We're going to need him. We're going to need all the backs. But as I said at the very beginning, y'all asked me somebody asked me the question, and I said, the group that I think has a chance to be as good as anybody in the country is our running backs. And I believe that. That's not calling out one guy. I'm talking about the group collectively as a group. I really think they have a chance to have a special season. And we're going to need all those guys. And, we're not going to just play one guy. All those guys are going to touch the ball. Somebody's going to have a hot hand, and I think that's a good situation.
Can you compare your team's feeling right now and their morale going into this far into camp compared to teams in the past? They've been really good. I mean, it's hard for me to remember back to this day, whatever from last year, but this team has been focused since January. They really have. They've been an easy team to coach. The leadership has been outstanding. A lot of veteran experience. I've seen that, and they've just kind of whatever we've asked them to do, they've done it. There's really just don't ever get any kickback from these guys. They just spot the ball and let's go. They trust how we prepare. And I think that's a big part of anything is have you created trust and buy-in into what you got to do, and do they believe in how you practice, what your plan is, and our team they definitely do. But we've had a lot of success, and so that helps certainly. The leadership of these guys and their own personal experience as they've gone through the program helps us as well.
Very good.
Coach,